Hey, what's up, what's up? Sleek Blaze here, and it's time to dig some holes. Insert epic music here. So, as you all know, we transferred the server this past week. Went pretty smoothly, no real hiccups. Well, there is one. It's kind of a funny little thing. We found out that our server address, plus a period at the end, was a completely different server. It made some confusion a little bit. Yeah, that was a terrible story. Moving on. So, I'm here on Craftera, digging my hole, doing my thing. As you can see, I've made some progress this week. Not a whole lot, really. We actually have something really big coming up in like a week and a half-ish. Everything goes to plan, which I hope. You know, they say about best made plans. Moving on. Epic transition. But no, really though, we actually have, oh, I'm doing terrible this week. My mind is not functioning properly. It's got something on it. But yeah, we're working on something. Me and Marcus, we're trying to get a little PvP type thing going for the server. I'm really excited for it. He's excited for it. We're hoping that everyone's going to show up. Better. Talking to you, Craftarian. I'm like eyeballing my mic. Stare down. Can't blink. Shit, he always wins. He always wins. I know I've only really been releasing this weekly update video. It's constantly changing. Although this will be the standard format until I change it again. But I actually, like, I'm not going to be saying, oh, I might be doing this next week. I actually recorded something for next week. It's already recorded. Yeah. So there's that. It's actually I'm doing a adventure map called Breakaway by Nobody Van. Will not have a link in this description, but when I release the episodes, I will have links in the description for everything you need to know about that series. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoy it too. Ooh, dude, it's so short. I got no other news. What will I ever talk about? So, I don't know how much of the news you guys follow. But, like, this past week, there's this whole thing about Nintendo taking the ad revenue from Let's Players off YouTube. So pretty much if you do a Let's Play of a Nintendo game and there's any ads, Nintendo will receive the revenue instead of you. It's pretty much what's going down. And, like, I get it. It's their intellectual property. Like, I get the legalities of it, I guess. But, like, I don't understand, like, the motivation. You can't just, like, everyone will be like, oh, it's just money. They're greedy. There's more to it than that, I think. Maybe it's just money. They want a piece of the ad revenue. But, I had another point here. I lost it. like a lot of what I've been seeing in reaction to this whole Nintendo getting ad revenue is like if everyone should just stop doing Let's Plays of Nintendo games. Just don't do it. Which is all good and all, but it doesn't really stop it. I mean, if you really want to stop it, you can't just not do Let's Plays anymore. So you gotta remove all of your Nintendo Let's Plays from your channel, so they can never be viewed again. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go, you gotta go 100%. You can't just do it half-assed, right? And it's hard, 'cause Nintendo is Nintendo. I mean, what gamer didn't grow up with Nintendo? And they're like, it's like if you didn't have Nintendo, you didn't have a childhood as a gamer. It's really harsh to say, but I mean, I grew up on Nintendo. I bet you did too. All those great times with the Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. Come on. I'm sure there's other miscellaneous game names that I can say that will make you be like, oh yeah, I remember doing that too. But like, I don't really think that it's really like, there'll be some people who'll be all upset and be like, oh, I'm never recording Nintendo again. And isn't it night? It's not nighttime enough? Fine. That's somewhere. I'm running out of iron here really badly. I'm gonna make a diamond pick. I'm gonna go balls to the walls here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot how many pieces of emeralds, diamonds. I play this game. No, seriously, I do. I'm not tricking you. I know how this stuff works. I just made a crescent hammer. Okay, now I can sleep. So yeah, back to this Nintendo thing. Like, it's not gonna stop. Like, people, even if all the big names and everybody who makes money off of YouTube from Nintendo just stops, no more Let's Plays. There'll still be people that'll do Let's Plays of Nintendo games. It's not gonna stop. I mean, some people are about the money, but I mean, there's just so much. Well, there's so much there that it's almost impossible for you not to want to do a Nintendo game at some point. I know I haven't done one yet, and I probably won't. Maybe. I probably will. I'm not gonna pretend like I won't. I will. But it's so dark in here. What's my brightness at? Video settings. So no wonder. I wonder I thought it was night when it wasn't night yet. Anywho, give me something good. Efficiency 2 and breaking 2. That works. I can live with that. But I keep losing track of my train of thought. I think the bigger concern is like the precedent that this sets. Because if Nintendo does it and it works, I can guarantee like there's so many other Enderman, freaking Enderman. Yeah, there's so many other big name companies that are gonna follow suit. Like, I don't want to name any EA names or anything, but yeah, there is a couple I know that will do the same thing or something similar, and like, it would suck. Look at that. I can see the whole world. So much going down. Look at that ravine over there. Ooh. Quick, someone take a picture. Let's do this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Super digging time. Digging at super speed. So I haven't had a diamond pick in this hole for like, oh shit, son. Whew. That startled me. Oh, it's a cave. I found a cave in my hole. There's a cave in my hole. I'm scared of the cave in my hole. Oh, snap. That is a lot of cave in my hole. Well, that's cool. Anywho, yeah, like, oh, I know. And it'll suck for a while. But it really doesn't make any sense. I mean, I really think they should be more supportive of Let's Players. And they could try to find people that suit them. And I mean, that way, like, let's just roll it back, take a step back. Like, it would be a great model. Like, and everyone's gonna hate on me for saying this. Like, Nintendo can stick with what they're doing right now. But on top of that, they should find people, you know, employ Let's Players and share that ad revenue with them. I mean, they would only be allowed to play Nintendo brand games, but it's more advertising for them, right? Like, think about it. You go online and you watch someone play a game. What's the first thing you want to do? You want to play that game. I mean, and if it's someone that you enjoy watching, it makes you want to play that game even more. I can't even name, like, I'll give you a perfect example. A game I bought recently. Game Dev Tycoon. I didn't even know about it. I didn't know. I saw Milby play. Milby, one of my favorite Minecrackers. He was playing it, and as soon as I watched him for like 5 minutes, and I was like, I gotta get this game, and that was it. I mean, I otherwise wouldn't have known. And I mean, the people that developed Game Dev Tycoon, you know, they're a lot smaller than Nintendo. But I'll give you another example. This is even more recent. Like, I saw, this was like 2 days ago. I saw the Game Grumps. That's a big channel, fairly large. Let's Players, commentators, whatever you want to call them, and they were playing Nintendo Land. Now, I've seen some stuff on Nintendo Land and the Wii U, but watching them play, I'm actually probably going to invest in a Wii U, because I otherwise wouldn't have known what those games are like. And that's one of the biggest problems I've had recently, is I buy games, and then I end up not playing them because they suck. And I swear I have like 20 plus games in my library now that I've played 10 minutes or less, because I just can't get into them because they're terrible. And now that, you know, I follow Let's Players and I watch the stuff that they do and the games that they play, I know. And if I ever see a game, oh, this game's awesome, I just have to look for a Let's Play to see whether or not the game is for me. It's like, you know, being an informed buyer almost. And maybe they don't want that. Maybe they want people to buy shit games all the time. You know what I mean? But, I mean, if people keep buying your shit games, they're not going to buy it from your company anymore. If that's the kind of games you want to put out, I'm just saying. I can go on about this topic forever. It's just, it irks me a little bit that they would want to take all of that away. Like, it's not even like partial. They're taking the full amount of ad revenue away from Let's Players that play Nintendo games. And that doesn't affect me at the moment, but in the future it might, you know, if let's say I want to do a Let's Play of a game, and my choices are a Nintendo game and generic brand name game. There is no way I'm going to choose a Nintendo game. You know what I mean? And like, I'm not that big. I don't even make money on YouTube. I'm just a Let's Player, but just the fact that any potential, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the one putting in all the work. All they're doing is collecting the money. And sure, it's their game, but they already made the money from me buying their game. You know what I mean? Like, I paid for that product. It's like, here's a good example. I can do this all day. But, let's say you buy a painting. Now, you hang that painting on your wall. It would be the same thing as the person that painted it being able to come to your house and be the only person who can talk about it. Maybe not the only person, but you know what I mean? Like, they would get to choose. That was a terrible example. It sounded way better in my head. But like, you get my point. Like, oh, let's go with the museum. The museum buys a painting. They hang it on the wall, and they have viewings. People come through and they look at it. Now, does the painter get any more money than the money that they received from either it being rented or it being bought out from the painter? No, they don't. That's it. After that, there's no more. So I'm buying the game, right? I'm doing something. It's not like I'm selling the game, you know what I mean? Or I'm making copies and selling it. All I'm doing is letting people view it. I'm letting them see the game before they go and buy it themselves. It's no different from any other art form. You know what I mean? Like, even one of them that's a little bit harder would be like a movie, but it's almost the same premise. You know, like, a movie actually is even better. Like, a theater, you know, they get a movie. Oh, my inventory's full. Oh, snap. I want that iron. I want that iron. I want that iron. Yeah, like, a movie theater is an even better example. They rent the movie, and they pay, you know, whatever to the company that rented them the movie. And then they make their money by letting people watch it. But whatever, like, ads that are played in the front for the theater, like Coca-Cola ads, Scotiabank ads, whatever ads that they have, though that money goes to the theater. That money doesn't go to the movie company. I'm just saying. It's a very flawed model, and I think it has to do with understanding the copyright limitations of a video game. Just because it is what it is, at least that's my understanding. And I can continue talking about this forever, and if you want to, say so. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that. If you have any response, or you'd like to add any notes to it, or any like, counterpoints, I'm always up for a good debate. So yeah, go ahead, leave a comment below, and answer your comments. Guaranteed. I might even talk about whatever you said in an upcoming video. But this has already ran on longer than it should have. I'd just like to thank you guys for watching Digging Holes with Slick Blaze, episode 2, Nintendo Rant. But until next time, guys, peace!